Welcome to Tech News and Opinions, brought to you by JoeBob2311. This story is from TechCrunch. So, Pokemon Go, right? Wait, you don't know what Pokemon Go is? I'm sorry, but I can't cater to people who live under boulders. Living under rocks are fine, but boulders? That's just too much. Anyway, in Pokemon Go, since day one, people have loved the concept of the game and the hunt for Pokemon. It has gotten gamers and pretty much everyone out of the house, and it has also promoted social activity. It has also had disadvantages, as people have been getting into danger as well. The game even says on its loading screen, "Don't go into dangerous places while playing Pokemon Go." Don't quote me on that. Well, I personally think that applies whether you're in Pokemon or not. But let's get into the meat and bone of this article here. Pokemon Go has used a tracking system since it has been launched, but due to bugs in the functionality, Niantic Labs eventually decided to fully remove the footsteps from the feature on July 30th in the version 0.31.0 until a fix was acquired. This outraged people, but just over a week from then, on the 8th of August, the feature has returned, but it is different from what people were used to. An update version 0.33.0 rolled out for Pokemon Go users, and the changelog mentioned that a new nearby tracking system was being tested with a subset of users. More on this subset later. So when you open the section of the app where nearby Pokemon are available, you'll see two areas, nearby and sightings. Nearby Pokemon are those which happen to be close to nearby Pokestops. Tap one of those and the map zooms out to an overhead view, showing you which Pokestops you should head towards. It's almost like a third-party app, whose name ends with Vision. I can't quite remember the name, can you? The aforementioned Pokemon should be near to that Pokestop. Pokestops now have circle ranges around them similar in sizing to the one around players. If a Pokemon is within that circle range, it counts as nearby to that Pokestop. Pokemon in the sighting section have grass behind. This means that they're somewhere out there and not immediately near a Pokestop. They could be anywhere outside the circle range, whether it be 1 meter or 20 meters, etc. And you'll have to find them yourself. Now remember I mentioned the subset earlier, right? Well, the subset seems to be mainly people in San Francisco and major cities. Most people outside of major cities just see the sighting section, even if they've got Pokestops nearby. I currently fall into this category of seeing sightings only. Niantic explicitly says that this is only a test and the mechanism could change slightly or drastically before it rolls out to everyone. Some other tidbits worth noting: 1. If a Pokemon despawns before you find it, it finally actually disappears from the nearby sightings draw. 2. Similarly, if you're no longer within a reasonable distance of a Pokemon, it disappears from the tracking drawer automatically. And 3. If you've tapped on a nearby Pokemon to start tracking it and it despawns, a pop-up appears to let you know that it's gone. So as far as my opinion goes on this, firstly, I love Pokemon Go. It's a fun game, which I believe emulates the Pokemon experience in real life. It has also helped people to meet and work together, etc. But this new tracking system, I think, is a step in the right direction because, in my opinion, it's definitely better than nothing. So I won't complain too much. The only problem I have is for the fact that people outside of big cities tend to not have too many Pokestops nearby. So the nearby Pokemon may pose an issue to these rural living people, where they just won't be able to find them. There needs to be a workaround for this so everyone can have an equal experience while playing this game. The 3 little tidbits mentioned are steps in the right direction though. Thank you for watching this Tech News and Opinions video, brought to you by JoeBob2311. Follow my Twitter if you'd like to get more news, smaller stories, follow-ups to stories, or if you just like cool tweets. Expect more Tech News and Opinions as they come.